My name is Sigmund Freud, and today I want to tell you about my life, which I consider a journey into the mysteries of the human mind. I was born into a Jewish family in Moravia, part of what is now the Czech Republic, in 1856. When I was 4 years old, we moved to Vienna, where I spent the rest of my life. From a young age, I was fascinated by the enigmas of the human mind. My childhood experiences, especially my relationship with my father, Jacob Freud, shaped my interest in psychology and psychoanalysis. My father, a poor wool merchant, had a significant influence on me. I often saw him as passive and weak, yet also as a source of authority and discipline. My theories, such as the Oedipus complex, can be partly traced back to my relationship with my father. I saw him partly as a rival for my mother's affection, which became a central idea in my psychoanalysis. These early experiences would later prove to be pivotal for my theories. After graduating with a degree in medicine in 1881 in Vienna, I dedicated myself to researching neurology. During my time at the General Hospital, I began to recognize the connection between mental problems and physical symptoms. These insights laid the foundation for my later work in psychoanalysis. My clinical practice and encounters with patients led me to the conviction that unconscious thoughts and memories have a strong influence on behavior. This insight formed the basis of my theory of the unconscious and my later developments in psychoanalysis. I married my beloved Martha Bernays in 1886 after a long engagement. Together we had 6 children, including my daughter Anna, who also became a significant psychoanalyst. Martha was an incredibly supportive wife and mother, primarily taking care of the home and children, while I focused on my work. Despite the traditional division of roles in our marriage, I deeply trusted Martha and always valued her opinion. We remained loyal to each other throughout our long marriage, although I was known to have close relationships with some of my female patients and colleagues. My research and writings, such as The Interpretation of Dreams in 1899 and 3 essays on the theory of sexuality in 1905, brought me international fame and controversy. Despite my groundbreaking work, I was often contentious. My theories on sexuality, especially the idea that sexual drives and desires are developed in childhood, were shocking and provocative to many. In response to criticism of my sexual theories, I would say, my theories were developed to explain some of the profound and complex aspects of human nature. They significantly contributed to the emergence of psychoanalysis, which explores the unconscious, an area largely unexplored before my time. I would emphasize that my theories are based on extensive clinical observations. Although they may not be verifiable in the traditional scientific sense, they still provide valuable insights into the human psyche and behavior. Of course, some of my ideas are controversial and can be perceived as shocking or provocative. However, this does not mean they are worthless. On the contrary, the controversial nature of my theories has led to important discussions and advancements in psychology and other disciplines. As a passionate scientist, I dedicated much of my life to developing my theories. I traveled far and wide to spread my ideas, and eventually founded the Vienna Psychoanalytic Association. I was also an avid cigar smoker, which ultimately led to my illness and death from oral cancer. My personal life was marked by tragic losses, but also by professional successes. World War I and the subsequent political unrest in Europe presented me with significant challenges. In 1938, when the Nazis annexed Austria, I fled to London, where I died in 1939. My house in London is now the Freud Museum, celebrating my life and work. despite the adversity, I continued to pursue my work and became one of the most influential thinkers of the 20th century. My teachings and concepts remain an integral part of psychology today and have profoundly changed human perception and treatment of mental disorders. I hope my work continues to inspire generations of psychologists and contributes to the exploration of the human psyche.